Hiya, it's Francesca here from Palooka Salon. I quickly wanted to start a review for, this is Gwyneth, and she is in the colour 4RN, and it's one of their exclusive naturals colours. But I like to start my reviews by popping it literally straight out the box on my head so that we can see that you need to be prepared for things to go on your head and not look quite as you expect them to. So for me, I've popped this human hair straight on my head. I've not touched the parting, so for me it's in the wrong place. It feels rather flat around here, but I know that that will not remain. Also, I need to play around with where it is. I need to add the baby hairs. I need to do the customization that would be required for human hair to make it look really, really beautiful. But I will go away, take this off, I will give it a check wash. The reason that we do a check wash is to make sure that there's no inversion. What does that mean? Who knows? It basically means that if the cuticles of the hair are knotted in the wrong way, then those cuticles will go like this and create a friction rub, and you will get knotting and matting. So it's always recommended to do a check wash. The other reason that we do a wash is to get a sense of how much silicone might be in this hair. At the minute it feels, oh my God, absolutely beautiful. And I'm hoping that when this is washed it will feel just as beautiful. So I will come back and it will have had a check wash, a little bit of styling, a bit of love, and so that you can see that it will look your own. So just a quick reminder, this is Gwyneth from the Smart Lace collection, Jon Renau, in the colour 4RN, and I'm going to do this thing that people do, and I want it to focus. Maybe it won't. We'll have to come back to that. Not bad. Maybe I'll try that bit again. Okay, well I'm going to pop off, and then when I come back I'll talk about the cap and all the other bits. Literally straight out the box on my head. Okay, it's going to look different. Hi, I'm back. Here we are. I also have my specs on because I'm going to read you some important info, and I need to be able to see it when you do. So it's been washed just as smooth. Really impressed with that. I only gave it one shampoo and a little tiny bit of conditioner, so I didn't even do the conditioner too much. Just through the ends. Be careful not to put any conditioner on the cap. It can loosen the knots, you can get shedding that way. I learned the hard way in the early days with that. Popped some baby hairs in ever so slightly. I will probably put some more in, but I tend to do it very, very gently. Otherwise, you can't put it back. So, as with any human hair, when you give it a chop, especially the baby hairs, it can start to go a little bit like that because it's in shock and it needs to just soften and lay. I am a bit of a tape wearer when it comes to human hair. I will tape at the ear tabs or put something there just to hold it, more for my own benefit really, but I haven't today, so when I move it, it might move a little bit. Here we can see I am going to, the hairs are laying quite that way. I think a bit of training it'll lay that way, but I tend to pluck an ever so slightly few hairs out that hairline. I'm always desperately trying to emulate a widow's peak, so every time I get a wig I'm like pluck. But yes, so you can see now there's a bit more movement there, a bit more body. Yeah, really, really happy. So I will talk to you about the cap in a second, but I'll just give you a little bit about the length. So this is where I have to read. So the bangs or the fringe, the front area is 12 inches. Then we have the crown, which is 15 here. Wonderful. And then the sides, so from here, 10.5. And then the nape is, oh, lost it, 8. There. So really it's a lob, if you will, a long bob. I feel like it has a little bit of asymmetry going through here. It's really cute. And actually, when I was drying it, I didn't do much to it, and I noticed it was air drying a little bit. It wanted to give itself a little wave, so I let it do its thing. So really happy. Now, for me, I'm really impressed with how this cap fits. It sits really nice. I'm going to take these off now. It sits really nicely here, and that for me is a big winner. If they're too long, they tend to like dig and cut in, and it's really painful. So really look at that when you're trying on a wig. Yeah, so if they're cutting over the ears, you need to be very, very careful. There's no bagging for me, which is unusual because I tend to have a petite head, but the hand-tied cap is just moulding its way into my head, so that's fine. Yeah, it sits really nicely. Actually, I would go out without taping this. It feels really darn secure, and I think I will today. It's really windy. Give it the wind test. Right, okay, so really quickly, I'm just going to pop her off and then show you the cap. So this is Jon Renau human hair, smart lace, fully hand-tied cap with a welded lace front. Ta-da! Right, I have got powder here. I sometimes pop a bit of powder on these bits here, a little bit of, what do they call it? Root powder. If I feel like that line is hard there and my baby hairs aren't laying where I want them to, little trick there, I forgot that was there. Get rid of that, much better. So here we go. We have our welded lace front. These are, the welded lace is a little bit stiffer than, let's say, a Swiss or a French lace front, but they do sit really flat, so there's no need necessarily for any glue or tape on that. If you do glue or tape, you have to be incredibly careful when you're taking that off, because these can, like all lace will fray, but the welded lace, due to its kind of more kind of rougher porous texture. So fully hand tied here. So we have our stretchy back, yeah. We have Velcro adjusters here. I haven't moved them yet. I am going to pull them in for myself. Sometimes I do tend to put a little stitch in to keep them there, but actually the Velcro is really strong. And there's the velvet there at the nape. And we have the velveteer tabs here with the metal stays that help let it kind of mould around your head. So that is Gwyneth with the parting where I like it, a few baby hairs. She's had a wonderful little wash and a little rough dry, and I am taking her out for a wind test.